Alright guys, so right now this you see here is my new rocket. This is 2.0 and it's basically based off of my old design, only with a few modifications to it. And right now I'm letting it dry, so while it dries I'll explain the new features to you. And so the first change that I've made is that instead of 3 fins I've added an extra fin to make 4. And also, with the insides, you may not be able to see it, but on the inside, I lined it up with duct tape to help it last a little longer, because for my last rocket, there's nothing but paper, and I noticed that it got charred very badly, especially in the back part when the ejection charge blows. And so with the duct tape, I hope that it'll at least survive a few more launches. And also, as for the fins, I've coated the joints with epoxy to help it survive descent onto the ground, because I used nothing but super glue for my last rocket, and even though it held up pretty nicely, I'd like to make sure that it's very strong so that it doesn't break when it falls. And the other modification is that for the streamers, it's now yellow so that I can see it better when it falls. And overall, it's slightly longer. And the nose cone is slightly longer. I've made the fins a little bit shorter compared to the whole body. And basically, the body is a little bit smoother because I actually spent a little more time making it. Because the original purpose for my last rocket was to basically get rid of an extra engine that I had. But seeing that it actually worked, I set out to make a new one. And so right now, everything's drying, and I may be able to launch today, but most likely tomorrow, so we'll see about that. Alright guys, we're launching. Alright, do it, count. Hold up. Push this down. Yeah, push it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I see it.
I see it.
All right.
Where'd it go?
You see it? You see it? You see it?
I see it.
Oh, hell. Oh, hell. No, not the roof. Oh, the roof, man. Fail.
Failed.
Sucker. That's horrible.
That sucked.
I don't know, man. I don't understand. Why did it go that way? This is the after launch damage assess. Oh crap. So anyways, I have no rocket to assess, so basically I'll just review what happened. And so after it launched, I saw it go up, and it was a fairly straight flight, as you could see. The only problem was that due to the resolution of the camera, even though it was some 12 megapixels, this camera, it couldn't see the rocket up in the air. Even though you could see it, and in the air I could guess that it went at least about 1,000 feet or so. It went pretty high up. The problem is that after the streamers came out and it started drifting down, it seems to have fallen on top of the school. And right now, I kind of regret launching it up to the north because, you know, I assumed that since the winds were blowing from the north to the south, it would blow southwards, but apparently that wasn't the case. And maybe if we chose a spot at least 10 feet from where we were launching, maybe we could have missed the school roof entirely. So perhaps after this I'll make a quick diagram to show you the flight path after the delay started and it started descending. So anyways, moving on to these two engines over here. To the left you see the C engine, the C67 down here. C67. It's a little bit blurry, but and to the right you see the E9 6 engine. It doesn't, oh right here it is, the E9 6 engine. For some reason it isn't auto focusing, but that's not the point. Why am I showing this? That's because I'm going to make a new rocket eventually when I have the time to fit one of these large E engines. And you know, I got these yesterday and these are pretty large looking compared to the C engines, because the C engine you see right here is what I used to launch that Black Rocket 2.0, and this is a considerable size bigger than the standard rocket engine. But so anyways, moving on to the point, even though that this rocket went onto the roof, hopefully on Monday after I get off of school I can hopefully go to the school office and talk to them about having their janitors climb up the roof and getting it off for me. The only problem with that is that sometimes I see the janitors going up to the roof to do stuff, and if they do see it, then who knows what they'll do to it. But wish me luck. And so anyways, see you next launch, and hopefully next launch will be with one of these E engines. And yeah, like I said, see you next time, next launch.